Alright, so here's the deal. You just upgraded from a diode laser. Maybe you bought this really nice xTool CO2 laser, this P2, but boy, was it expensive. So what are you going to do? Well, you have to pay for this thing. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make something like this and 6 other acrylic projects that will be the envy of every diode laser owner because they can't make them. So let's get started. Hey, it's Steve and welcome. And I will especially say welcome to Studio 2. This is my new studio that I built recently, and it's one of the reasons why videos have been kind of slow. But what it allows me to do is move all of my light equipment and my expensive camera equipment into a separate room where there's no dust and prolong the life of it, and that just makes things better. So anytime you see a talking head type segment in a video like this, then I'll be in here. And the advantage is I have this really nice ocean view background, as you can see, and we'll talk more about that as we go. But I'll also still be using the shop when I'm doing hardware reviews and projects. You'll still see things in there, so it's not like I've moved completely out. I just wanted to get things a little more isolated. With that, let's get started with this video, which is around making acrylic things, especially with a CO2 laser like the xTool P2. Now, you could use pretty much any CO2 laser for this, but I'm going to specifically use the xTool P2 because a lot of people buy those and then wonder how they're going to pay for that $45,000 or $5,000 bill. And in this video, I'll show you how you can make things that you can take to craft fairs, you can sell just outright on a website, custom work, and you can pay for your laser. So we'll start with something simple and we'll work to the more complicated, and let's get going with the first project. Alright, so I mentioned this first one is the simplest, and it's a keychain. Now I'm choosing to use a name here, but you could do company names, you could do anything you want. I'm actually using XCS 2.0, which has node editing, so I can edit the nodes and take away any weak points. And then I'll shoot it over to the laser and do that engrave, and you can see I'm using that nice sparkly blue material that's provided by xTool. And all you have to do after that is peel off the protective film and slide a key ring onto it, and you're ready to go. And these are typically made out of scrap, so they don't cost a whole lot, but you can sell them for a few dollars or more, and or you can give them away. I tend to use them as giveaways, and that's project number 1. So project number 2 here is garden stakes, and I've mentioned these before. They're really easy to create, and I just fired them into XCS, and I built 2 different models here, and you can see them. And these things sell like hotcakes, and it's now gardening season, so I have to make hundreds of these literally over the next little while. These things sell really well, and again, they're generally made out of small pieces of scrap acrylic, but you can sell these things for $2, $3, and it's all profit. So that's garden stakes. Alright, project number 3 is getting a little more advanced. It's still basically a laser cut, but we're using a much bigger piece of material. And I'm making a cake topper. Now, I made this entirely in XCS, and I just took 2 words and found a nice scripted font and welded the 2 words together, and then created some stakes and welded those together to create the entire shape. And I selected this material, which is kind of, it has a kind of a ripply effect, and you can see it here when I laser cut it. And it came out really nicely. Once you peel the protective film off, you can see it's kind of a gold color, and it looks really sharp. Now, these things tend to not be made out of scrap material, but all in all, there's probably $2 worth of material here at most. But you can sell these things, and I've seen lots of them on Etsy for anywhere from $10 to $25. So lots of profit here. They're generally fairly quick to make. This one took about 5 minutes to cut maybe, and you get a really nice finished product. So the inspiration for project number 4 is to make some tools. Now, it could be something simple like the one I'm going to do here, which is a ruler, or you could be making tools that are specific to particular trades. For example, a wood turner wants chuck gauges, and you can make those for them. And those are things you can actually sell, whereas a ruler, you can go to a dollar store and buy one. But I tend to make them because I can usually make them out of scrap material. And here I loaded this SVG file into XCS. I created this in Inkscape where I can measure more accurately. But I laid it down here. Now, if you want your engraving to be on the back of the ruler so that it's closer to what you're measuring, you can just flip the whole image around and engrave it, and engrave a mirror image. But when you're done, you get a nice ruler. And what's really nice about it is because it's made of scrap, if you hit it with a tool bit or something and it gets destroyed, you can just make a new one. So So there's project number 4. Really simple to do, and again, you can make many different kinds of tools, and it depends on who you're either targeting for this or what your own needs are. You may be able to sell these for a reasonable amount of money. So keep that in mind, and we'll move on to the next project. Project 5 is a little more complicated than the previous one, and that's because it involves some assembly in addition to some laser cutting. Now I'm going to make a sign here, and this is a particular sign. It's a 2-layer sign where I have a background and then something I'm sticking to it. And you don't have to do it this way. I've also made signs that are just straight engraving, much like the keychain, but in this case, I started in XCS2 with the xTool P2, and I just laid out some text and drew a border around it. Now, as far as material prep goes, I'm using some 3M tape on the back of the white because I want the letters to stick. So I'll cut all that out, and the reason I cut this rectangle will be obvious because what I'm going to do is stick that to the background of the material I want, and I'm going to use that as a template for mounting the letters. So I just peel the tape off the letters and stick them on there. And once I get it all assembled and I carefully remove the template here, you'll see that this sign comes out just spectacular, and people love these things. They're very good for businesses. They like this sort of thing. So that's signs, and again, you can make a ton of money off of these because they tend to be commercial, and that's generally where you're going to get your profit. So project number 7 is one that may or may not be profitable depending on who you're selling to, but it is something that you're going to need at some point, and that's to be able to make boxes. And that's usually as simple as taking an idea of dimensions and sending it to boxes.py, which is an online utility, and I've done videos on that. And create a box design. Now, in the case of the one I'm going to show you here, it's actually the one I built for the solenoid on the Jimitsu CNC, and I created this just a black box, and I punched a bunch of holes in it for particular things, and it came out really well. Now, there will be people who will want these sorts of things, but it's something that you may want for yourself because it may speed you up, and by that it will generate a bit of money for you because it'll take you less time to do things depending on the application. Now, the last project I'm going to make here is a mosaic, and in this case I'm going to take Marvin the Martian. I started with a bitmap, converted it to an SVG, and sectioned out all the individual pieces, laid this into XCS, and you can see it here, created all the colors on individual layers and laid it out. Now I'm going to show you what the green looks like when I'm cutting it here, and this is for all of the helmet pieces and his clothes. And you can see when it all fits together here, it looks pretty amazing, and it's really easy to put together. So the finished product, in this case, I actually did a separate outline layer of black, so there's 2 layers of background here, and that's because his neck is very thin and I didn't want it to break, because this is actually a sticker, and on the back of this I put some 3M tape because I know this is going to be stuck to a wall. Anyway, you can take pretty much any type of mosaic like this. Maybe you want to take transparent acrylic and make something like a stained glass window of sorts, but you can do anything like this, any kind of mosaic like this with acrylic. And there's 7 projects you can make with acrylic with a CO2 laser, and I will stress that you need a CO2 laser for all of these projects. You can't use a diode laser, you can't use a fiber laser. CO2 is it. Now, I use the xTool P2 for all of the projects in this video, and you see what it can do. It's actually a really nice laser for even for the money, I'll say. It's not cheap, but CO2 lasers tend to cost more anyway. Now, if you are in the market for a CO2 laser, I'll put a link, an affiliate link down below for the xTool P2 and some of the materials I used. I'll package up some of these projects into a zip file, and I'll put it up on the member site. If you're a member, you can download some of these and make them if you have a CO2 laser. And be sure to like and subscribe if you got some value out of this video. And with that, I'll wind down. So get out there, make your world, and I'll see you next time.